Okay, can you guys hear me? And if you can hear me, is there like a lot of like weird feedback? Okay, good. All right. Okay, thanks, Tammy. When I was I always test before I start, and when I was testing it, it was like this really, really weird feedback, and it was like very annoying, and I couldn't imagine anybody listening to me. So, okay, great. All right, so I'm glad y'all can hear me. Okay. Well, welcome to another edition of iStampin Live. Thanks for joining me a day later. I had to go to the dentist yesterday. Wasn't as bad as I thought, but I have to go back in a few months and get even more dental work done, so boo. All right, well, today I thought that we would make a Father's Day card. And I know that there's been quite a bit of disappointment with the Nailed It bundle being retired, or not being retired. Well, it has retired, but it being sold out. So what I thought that I would do is I did get the Underground Designer Series paper. I've had that for a while, and I had planned on waiting to use it as we got closer to Father's Day. But because that whole product suite is pretty much gone, I wanted to use it today, and I wanted to offer y'all an incentive if you don't have supplies to make a Father's Day card for your in-laws, for your fathers, for your husbands, things like that. So what I am offering to do is if you place an order of $35, so every $35 that you spend in my online store, you will receive a make and take packet to make this card. And it does include the Designer Series paper, and because I only ordered one package, I did limit how much Designer Series paper is on this card. Because I wanted to be able to offer this to a lot of my customers. So like I said, for every $35 that you spend, you will receive a make and take. So if you need to, if you'd like to make a few of these cards, you'll just add that times 3, which I think is that $105, and then you will receive 3 packets of these to make. So and let me show you how they're going to come. The card, this is a top folding card, so I've already gone ahead and scored and folded it for you just to make putting it in the package in the mail really easily. And it also will include the washi tape. I'm going to show you how I made these cute little washi tape banners. So you will actually receive washi tape in your little make and take packet. So why don't we go ahead and get started, and here is the ordering incentive. You'll just use that hostess code right there. And the deadline is April 30th, which is this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, if you place $150 or more order, you don't want to use the hostess code, but you will receive the packets, the make and take packets. All right, so let's see. Let me show you the products that I'm using. Because that Nailed It stamp set was just absolutely adorable, and again, it has retired, I thought the Everyday Tags is a great alternative because it has the Best Dad Ever stamp, and I'm going to show you how I did this. I'm going to use my Stampin' Right markers right here, and I pulled these colors from the Designer Series paper. So this is a great alternative. This is retiring also, and I checked just about 30 minutes ago, and this stamp set is still available. You find this in our occasions catalog. Okay. So it's a fun card to put together, and I hope y'all like it. And if you have this paper, you can obviously add more Designer Series paper to the front of the card base. But just because I wanted to offer this paper, like I said earlier, to my customers, I did limit it to be a little bit smaller than what I normally would like. But I still think it's a very attractive card. So why don't we get started? And as always, if y'all have questions, just type them in the comment box, and then I will take a look at the questions before I sign off and answer them. And then, of course, the edited video will be up on today's blog as well as all of the supplies that I am using. So you can always head on over to iStampin.com and find out all the information there. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and score our card base. This is a top folding card, and I'm using Very Vanilla. So this just measures 11 by 4 1/4. So we will score this at 5 1/2. Alright, the next thing that we are going to do is go ahead, let me fold this and burnish it with my bone folder. The next thing you're going to want to do is, if you have this designer series paper, what you'll do is you will just cut this down to 1 1/4 by 4 1/4 length, and then I have cut another strip, and this is just the back side of that, and this is just 1 inch wide by 4 1/4. So we're just going to layer those right on top of each other, and I'm just going to use snail for this. So how is everybody? Is everybody having a good Friday? Can y'all believe it's the end of the month already? Where does the time go? I know I say this every time, but April just flew by. All right, and so I'm just going to center the polka dots right there in the middle, if I can get it. All right, let me try it this way. I was trying to use the grid lines, and it didn't work out very well. Okay, there we go. And that is just going to layer right here in the middle of the card base. Now I know that Father's Day isn't until June, but because these items are retiring or selling out sooner than I think even Stampin' Up expected, that's why I wanted to go ahead and do a Father's Day card, just to, well, that's not really centered, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, this isn't right. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Okay. You know what? Y'all get to see a whole I'm starting over. Like, that doesn't look right. That strip is bigger. Okay, let's just start from the beginning. All that prep work that I did was for naught. I'm not quite sure. I should have looked at my sample. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so we are scoring this at 5 1/2. Okay, let me get out my ruler real quick. Sorry about that. Here I'm trying to be all organized. Okay, 2 inches. I thought when I was cutting that down, that seemed kind of thin. All right, so let me get my trimmer here, and we're going to cut this down to 2 inches. Okay, now we do this at 4 1/4. I'll do this up here so you can see. Okay. Cut this down. Okay, that looks a lot better. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, let me cut this down to 1 inch. Put it up here. It's always so much fun making mistakes when I'm live. Okay. Alright, that looks a lot better. Now my X's are going the wrong way, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I'm just glad that I got the paper right. Alright, so let's try this again. So So that's just going to go in the middle of the 2-inch strip. And I promise everything will be correct in your make and take packets. And you will also receive a PDF. So if you like to, keep these for later inspiration, just print off that PDF, and you can just keep that in a binder, however you like to keep all your card ideas. Okay, so that's just centered on the card base. Hey Helen, hey Emily. Okay, that looks a lot better. All right, so what you will also need to do is to get a piece of very vanilla cardstock. This is just a square that just measures 3 by 3. And I have already die cut the scallop square. This is in basic gray. So the two framelit sets that you will need are our layering squares and then our stitched shaped framelits. And I'm going to use the largest stitched shape for the square. And then this one in your packet, the piece of cardstock will be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So you'll just want to get that framelit that matches, which I think this one is. So the framelit from side to side measures 3 inches. So that's the one that you will want to get. And then so what I'm going to do, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and do our stamping first. And I wanted to add some fun color to this stamp set just because there's so much going on with it. So I have pulled out my Stampin' Right markers, and these two are coming from the Neutrals collection. This is Basic Black and Basic Gray. I know this cap doesn't look black, but it is black. And then this is Delightful Dijon. So this is pulling from this color right here. Now this is one of our 2015-2017 in color markers. So this is retiring also, but it still is available. So you should be able to get that. So I'm just going to color in the banners with my Basic Black. And if you haven't done this technique before, it's so much fun. This is a great way to add, multiple colors to your stamp set, or to your stamp, I should say, not stamp set. All right, and then I'm going to color in Dad using the Delightful Dijon. So what you want to do is just use your brush end of your marker, and you just color in on the red rubber. The red rubber is, I feel like, is the ideal type of stamp to do this. You can do it with photopolymer. I just don't get the same results. So the red rubber is really like the best medium for this. And then this is the Basic Gray. I'm just coming in, and I like to hold my marker at an angle and then just color or just rub it over all of the parts of the stamp. And these markers are water-based, so they do dry up fairly quickly. So before we stamp this on the cardstock, we're just going to activate the ink again by huffing on it. So with our hot breath, it makes the ink wet again because it does have a tendency to dry fairly quickly. So you just want to make sure you got all those parts. The stamp is pretty detailed, so you just want to make sure you get all those little squigglies. Okay. All right, so we're going to huff on it, or I'm going to huff on it. All right, and then I'm just going to stamp this right here in the center of the square. Okay. Yep, I think I got it. And one of the things I like about this here, I'll get a little bit closer so that you can see it. One of the things, and I guess it's by, I'm not sure if it's the marker, if it's the stamp itself, but it kind of has like a grungy look, especially like the Dad, which I like that. I like that look. Okay, so let me bring in my Big Shot really quick. And we are going to use the biggest stitched shape square, the framelit. And I'm just going to make sure I'm on so y'all can see. So I'm just going to just line this up, make sure that I've got equal borders on the sides and on the top. I think that looks good. Now, I'm not sure if y'all can tell the difference between the black and the basic gray on camera, but you can see it in person. So just run that through. And then that's what we have when we die cut it out. And so I am just going to pop this up on dimensionals. And I do like to use a lot of dimensionals. Okay. And if you do receive a make and take packet, I do want to put the disclaimer out that your designer series paper and washi tape may be different than what I am using today to demonstrate this card, but all of the paper, you know, is perfect for a Father's Day card. So, and the washi tape itself. So don't be concerned if it's not exactly the same. All right, so before we put this on the card base, I'm going to show you how I did these little washi tape banners. So what I did is I just take the washi tape and I just tear off, I don't know, about 4 inches. I'm not really measuring it. And then I'm going to double it up. So what you'll want to do is, and this can get a little sticky, but the washi tape, you know, is low tack, so if you don't line this up perfectly, you can pull it apart. So I just make sure that I get it, you know, the sides match. Just like so. Whoops, I got a little wrinkle, so let me pull this apart. So if you see there, like I kind of messed up, you can always pull it apart and start over again. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the camera, but this washi tape, the silver is shiny. It's kind of like a silver foil. Okay, there we go. I'm not too concerned about the very top if it's kind of messy, because that's going to be hidden under the banner. Okay, so let me take my scissors, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it straight across on the bottom, and then I'm just going to come in here and notch it to make it look like a banner. So what I like to do is just come right up here in the middle and then just cut from corner to corner to meet where I cut it up in the middle of the tape. And this just adds just a little bit. I felt like it needed something. I didn't get those cute little urban underground embellishments, so I thought the washi tape would made a cute little embellishment. Okay, so again, so you want to make 2 of these. Oops, I'll try that again. Not having very good luck this morning. I'm getting all these wrinkles. So is everybody having a good day? I don't know if I already asked y'all that. If I did, I apologize. It's a beautiful day here in Florida, though it's already getting hot. Yesterday was in the low 90s. I'm just not ready for the heat. We had such a mild winter. I can only imagine how hot it's going to be this summer. Okay, there we go. All right, and again, I'm just going to cut, since I didn't make this one as long, I'm going to cut this one just a little bit. I'm not going to trim off too much. And then just come in from both sides and meet up that cut in the middle. Okay. And the easiest way I found to attach the banners is I just take my snail and I just ran some adhesive on the back side, and then I just kind of used my grid mat and I placed one down, and then that kind of helped me get the second one. Let's see here. This one's a little bit shorter than I should have cut, but we'll make it work. There we go. See, nobody sees the back side, so if it looks a little ugly, they'll never know. And you can reposition them if you want them to kind of kick out a little bit more. Then there we go. That looks good. All right, and so now I'm just going to put this up on dimensionals, and our cute little Father's Day card will be all done. And if you wanted to dress up the envelope, you could take some, if you have this collection, you can use your scraps and cover up the flap of the envelope, or you can use paper of similar color and put it on the envelope just to dress it up. I'm not sure I like my banners. Hold on. Something's kind of bothering me about them. I'm going to adjust this one a little bit. Do y'all do that? You think you're done with the project and then you start fiddling with it? I do that all the time. Okay, I'm gonna stick with that. All right, and then that just goes where the scallop square is just a little bit wider than the designer series paper. So you just want it where it just is equally the same amount above and below the band in the middle. And there you have it. Just a really simple Father's Day card, but the stitched shape gives it some nice detail. The scallop framelit even adds more. And then those fun little washi tape banners that we made just, I think, just finishes it off. So here is the original one that I made. So you can see. And then, like I said, you will receive the make and take packet, but this designer series paper right here, this will be the correct size, so I'll just take that out so that I know to put more in. But like I said, you'll get your card base, you'll get the designer series paper that you need, you'll receive the cardstock to do the stamping and to create the scallop square, and then I also include the washi tape. So if you would like to receive this packet, here again, let me just show the ordering incentive. This goes through this Sunday, and like I said, for every $35, you'll receive a make and take packet, and it does come with the PDF. And I think that's it. I think that's a great way to make those Father's Day cards in advance and not have to worry about it. So let me show you the stamp set again. I used everyday tags, and this is, like I was saying, in the occasions catalog, so this is retiring, and it's still available. And let's see, do y'all have any questions? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad y'all like it. I thought it was cute too. So I've got two cards done. I just need to make 2 more. So that's helpful when I do these demonstrations. I get some of my work out of the way. All right, guys. Well, if you did like it, give it a thumbs up, give it some hearts, and if you have any questions, if you think about any questions after this, just let me know, and I'll see y'all later. Oh, and I've got some tutorials that I'm editing right now, so y'all are going to kind of get some bonus projects today and over the weekend. Okay? Have a great day. Thank you so much, Tammy. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.